probably just try to max out my res and my barb and just use Enigma. That MF bonus. Fast run luck.
It sure is nice.
I got an all res ring. Nah, I suppose if I had a Mara's. Mara's cheap nowadays.
I don't know what they run.
I'm gonna go buy an un-ID Mara's.
On ID Mars.
Should just make that post. Looks like a good shit level
Spy 2.
post. 2 un-IDs. Fucking genius. What'd that item roll like?
Joe, I had an idea for you.
I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna wait till I get 3.
This one?
You make a post with a red title that says 20% FCR ring with picture. And then your body of your post, you just put a picture of Dave Chappelle that says, "Got you, bitch."
Gotcha, bitch. That's a good one. I've been dying to get suspended.
Yeah, I got 4K4 on gold. I can't do that.
I see how it is.
Plus, I figure that's more your style anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I can't carry it.
How are you, Joe? I might even be like in game trying to trade Burr for Annie.
No, I think anybody that doesn't walk ain't gonna be that dumb to do that.
Yeah, but there's people that are in those by accident.
True. Game marker did it. Paid thread, please, no spam. That's funny. Buffer, no spam. Right, Mark, that was entertaining. Actually,
I know
Mike,
you enjoy
better
it.
idea. Better idea. We take my burr and we make a beast out of this Colossus blade. Ethereal 5-socket motherfucker. And I run barb with barb. For Fnatic. I kind of want to get that, I guess now that I have burr, I could probably get, Faith and do that Act 2 or Act 1 merc. Catch that.
Still have your grief?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were selling it.
I am. Nobody wants to buy it. Because apparently they think that 100 form gold over a normal low rune is what it's worth because they have no idea what fucking odds mean in this game. Right, it's a 3.5k bin. Like, it's like 2 low runes. Like, the odds of you getting 38 and 390 plus it all. I don't even care about the IS. The odds that you get 390 is fucking shit. Like, you're guaranteed to have to reroll a grief at least once to get 390 unless you're some god tier luck like I've been this season. And fucking Brett though last night, 664.
It was the sword.
Oops. What was that I needed for that merc, Mike? Faith, right? I have a great
Yeah,
build.
don't you need a job? Don't you need a job for a faith? Though?
Yeah, I mean, I got a burr. You do whatever. I could probably get a little bit extra on top of it, yeah. We'll see here. Ja Lemel. I could probably go burr for Ja and get it. Maybe.
Good luck.
See, maybe.
Good luck. But some dumber trades made in the history of the game. That's for sure.
And what else would I need then? Just treachery on it and then Andes, I assume.
No, you would use
Oh, Grand Crown.
Crown Themes. Of which I found a nearly perfect ethereal one that I gave John.
Surely that's gone.
That is almost a fucking guarantee.
What'd you give him?
Like a goddamn near perfect ethereal Crown of Thieves. I found it. 99% gold find.
Probably just tossed it because it was that.
No, I told him to put on his merc, and I'm sure he sold it.
Most gold find possible is 3,890%.
What the fuck
You guys know
on
that?
gold find? I didn't
It
know
says
what the
here
most.
that at that level, a monster that usually dropped 500 gold would drop about 19,850.
Christ. Imagine council.
They have like the best weapons to kind of use for it.
Those are like pure gold find though. Like,
Mm. Yo, find me some echoing magic weapon with 2 sockets and +3 war cries. Just throw 2 lemons in that bitch. I mean, you could probably get more than that with the lems and the crystal swords, yeah.
I don't know. I would think that that would be the most you could get.
230% gold find from a jeweler's artisan of greed. Tiara or diadem. 80% +3 lems.
I mean, at that point though, like you need your merc to kill everything.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say it doesn't seem right. And I could also use Inferno Strides too as boots.
good. Usually want like tri-res gold find if you can muster it, which you can. Oh, Mark, I found Verdungos.
Is it better than mine?
I will be extremely impressed if it isn't. Oh, it's worse.
Can't be worse.
It's ethereal. I didn't even notice. Oh my god, it rolled 40-15.
Like,
Motherfucking cocksucker. Are you fucking serious right now?
Greetings.
I just vendored that. Fuck. That is unbelievable, man. I didn't know it was ethereal because I just picked it up. Yeah. That's so bad. I knew it, Mark.
what'd you know?
But when I was ethereal, it's like, here we go again.
Use those good rolls on the Nana shit.
I can't believe that, man. Fucking hell.
Can bows be a theory? So,
You know, I don't think I've ever thought about that in my entire Diablo career.
What?
Whether or not a bow could be F.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the difference is between a bow and like a sword or axe as it relates to that. Thinking about it, but yeah, I haven't spent any time either.
I mean, do bows have durability?
no. That's why I was like, dumb question. Um, so upon further research here, stacking gold find on your merc does absolutely the fuck nothing unless the merc kills it.
Which it will in plenty of cases.
I don't know for the bow if it will.
Yeah, it will with faith. Trust me, I'm talking from experience.
Well, I mean, you could do either or. I mean, you could still do beast with a barb with
Yeah,
that as
but
well.
it has level
Does
9
the new do it?
fanaticism instead of 15.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
Pretty big difference.
See if I can trade that burr for Omja.
Not enough mana.
Thanks.
Been just standing in the middle of this council member fight this whole time. Just getting pummeled by fucking Hydras. Still hasn't casted Fade.
That's good, man.
Not even death can save you from me.
Greetings.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, that should do some LK runs too, huh? No, that ring might be somewhat useful. 10 SCR, 6 life leech, cold res 29, lightning and fire res 4, and poison res 11. Be a good one for me. Bone down to no stats though.
You streaming on YouTube, Mark?
Yeah.
Has
Nice.
it always been that like right click pick shit up? I feel like that's new.
Right click? What do you mean, Joe?
Like just using right click or whatever. Just picks up items off the ground.
Does it?
Yeah.
Not for me.
That's why sometimes items like when they when they drop, they immediately just get snatched up by me because I'm just using frenzy.
Are
Clicking.
are you talking about left click? I mean, because I don't use right click. It doesn't when you
Yeah,
pick
you
up.
don't. Yeah. With melee moves, it does though for some reason. Java Design does the same thing too when I use right click
Thanks.
for like CS.
I haven't noticed that.
usually it happens when I'm like trying to see the items gonna go and still attack at the same time. Just clicks whatever the hell fucking pops up.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Mark.
Yeah.
I am
I'm just
overburdened.
laughing at your post.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, Mark, we've got over 27,000 now. We're doing pretty good.
I am overburdened.
Is it the socket armor Talthal perfect offense?
Yeah.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
I found Death Cleaver 3 times so far. Like, that just seems so weird to me.
Found it once too.
What do you
It's
need?
like real fucking rare.
Found one in the pit, my barb.
Too bad it's not a thing as I found. Joe, remember when we were, I shouldn't say, Mark's stream?
Do you want me to mute the Discord?
No, it's fine. Just probably doesn't matter. Remember when we were super drunk, Joe, at your like old house? We were on that one like chick's Discord, like, and she was taking art requests, and we were making some pretty obscene finger painting requests.
Oh yeah. Got me suspended from Twitch. I was getting
Wasn't it?
timed out.
This thing is fucking boots, you guys. Rep life 3, 34 cold res, 8 fire res, 34 poison res, 7 MF. And higher cold res and run speed.
Does anybody need an Eth rune? I found an Eth.
Oh my god.
Trying to sell boot, blood boot packs, Mark.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually like a good craft.
What makes an ohm? Vex?
Yeah.
Can
I
we
am
do
overburdened.
Burford, Vex Jaw?
Yeah, that actually it's probably about right.
Hail to you, champion.
I have a Gall rune, so I can just make another Vex. And make that ohm and make faith.
Are you like actually gonna play your barb though?
What else am I gonna spend my HRs on? Besides the specialty characters?
Save season 1.
What?
Talking about
No,
one
if that's
ladder.
anything, I should just sell it for World and just fucking
Yeah.
wait for the ladder.
Yes. What kind of boots you got on your barb?
Real good.
Tri-res, gold, and MF, 30 fast run walk.
Okay.
How much a bird
I
would
re-
count for now?
depends at the time.
You let my dog out and be back.
We're paying 3.9K for burns now.
Yeah,
28 to go up.
I saw.
4K, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna go back up. It's annoying, like I do think that there's botting that was going on, like because someone had like two sort sorked items that were like fucking godly. You're duping Sojas to skull roll. If you have two of those, I'm sorry.
Right.
Like fuck off. Like don't bots or dupe. Just play the game.
Some guy did join my burn
I'm back.
for Vexja.
It's a very appropriate trade.
Do I need it now? Or do I want form gold?
Yeah, I mean if you're gonna play your barb, do it.
I'd trade straight jaw for burr and I'd be like, cool story.
I mean it's Burr's worth more right now.
Tucker's a weirdo.
Carlson?
No, he's a weirdo too. In a different way though. Every time we buy him a toy, he like guards it for like the first 72 hours.
Yeah, he told me this before. Like he and like doesn't want Bella to go by it. It's funny.
Yeah, I mean she'll get away from most of the time. We got this long thing with like fucking 20 squeakers in it, whatever. And I don't know, it's probably 2.5, 3 feet long, something like that. And he brought it outside with him, because, you know, you can't leave it inside while he's outside. And he also couldn't really walk very well with it, with his, you know, hanging out of his mouth, because it's like 3 feet long. So he took the whole thing and just shoved the entire thing in his mouth. It was way too big.
I can't carry anymore.
Good dog. A little stoopy, but good dog.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Bella and Tucker. Every time I see your dogs, they just face fuck me. Like literally, alien hugger face fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking... Look at this fucking PM I got.
See? Where is this PM? Oh, you're sending it to me.
What do you need?
I'm just gonna respond 5K bin for you. Just be like,
What
with
is
me,
he
safe
talking?
trade. You can
What is
assure you that if you gave me more of your forum gold, it would be safe.
what is this? Like, is he?
You didn't offer in the threat or anything.
Is it for the grief?
It's for the burn. You should respond with the fuck. Bin's 4K.
Reading is hard,
Why?
Joe.
You guys got
Just,
broken.
just responded with the fuck. Bin's 4K, bruh. Actually, you know what? 4,600 for you now.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with like when I say that, like broken English, whatever. It's just like language. Like, I feel like there's a disproportionate number of like Chinese bot farms right now that getting like snipe trade offers like that just doesn't
I am overburdened.
I'm not
give one
entertained.
fuzzy feelings.
I should be like, oh, 4K forum goal, huh? Okay, that means you could probably do a bin of 5K, right?
Engage with it, dude.
Fuck. Safe trade. You get scammed for 4K before I sell it to your ass. Fucking coward. Put it in the thread, bitch.
I like how Joe has any number of people in that post that he could quote. And not do the early bump. But he goes with the early bump anyway.
Hmm? Adds to the meme. Generally.
I posted a thread on my lunch break yesterday of that black killer picture, and they even locked the thread. They literally deleted it.
On which forums? Blizzard ones?
DSP.
Why?
What's that?
What was... I think I... No, I thought it just crashed.
I am lagging the storm up.
I am overburdened. Hail to you, champion.
Did you get a warrant for it?
No. Just got a 15-minute timeout.
I think it's time to
Which is like,
repost it saying you're so rudely interrupted.
yeah, I mean, that seems like such a trivial. Oh yeah, Mark, did you sell your Cirque circlet?
No. I was gonna sell it to that guy for 500, but he, I waited in the game for like 20 minutes and I'm like, fuck that.
500 is a good price for it, I think.
Yeah, I just bumped it again today. If I see him online, I'll send him a message.
Look, I found a Barisa. What a piece of shit.
If that dex was strength, Mark, I think you could get like 1500 for it. It's still really nice, but
I am overburdened.
dex just not all that useful for Sork, because it's pretty rare for Sorks to go max block. I'm sure there are ones out there that do it though.
Oh, yeah.
But it felt right to the right guy.
I mean, let's be honest, this season there's almost certainly some person who's running Hydras.
Yeah, probably one, but we know one.
And I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. They don't make it out of Nightmare.
I am overburdened.
I don't know if you had picked up on that iciness between Pat and I, Joe. It's still there.
Who?
Eight-ton gorilla.
Oh.
I was like second in command in his guild, and one of our guild members he scammed, so I left the guild. Like, don't steal, bro.
You scam one of your own guild members?
Yeah, he did. I mean, the guy he stole from was an idiot, but like, come on, man. Do not scam people. You don't. It's not. Don't take what isn't yours. Not a hard concept.
What you scam about?
A lot. Like a whole like account. Because the guy trusted him, so he shared accounts with him. And then like Pat stole everything and blamed someone else in the guild on top of it.
Alright.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
So, he doesn't like you because you left the guild?
I don't know, man. Like I sided with that guy and left. But what is there? Pat and I were like buddies on JSP, played a lot together, but man, what
Yeah,
is there?
From what I've like talked with him, I'd be pretty. I don't even think that's something he even asking about you right away, man.
I
Massive
mean,
fight.
Yeah, I mean, I like Pat, but what he did there wasn't right.
Yeah. Also young, stupid. 10
True,
years ago too, probably.
it's true.
Roughly.
It was.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, shit.
I
Not like
mean,
that.
people
But
grow up.
arm's
That's,
length. Arm's length with those types.
yeah, I mean, I disapprove of stealing from anyone, but I mean, if like,
Unless it's
you know,
Travis.
well, even then, you don't like stealing to me is like, I don't know. I think it's really pathetic. If you want something, go earn it.
I feel that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you guys are good people, so I understand what I'm saying perfectly fine. Feel the same way, I'm sure, but
I'm just setting you up, Mike.
Savior type.
I'm gaining your trust, and 12 years from now, that's all
yes.
gonna coalesce into me stealing $17 from you. Get wrecked, nerd.
Playing the long game.
That's right.
$1 per year.
We've been friends for 5 years, haven't we, Mark? Where does time go?
Yeah.
I feel like you and I got to be boys pretty early, Mark. Probably because, you know, one of us mentioned the word Diablo 2 and the other, ah,
True.
this guy likes Diablo 2. Let's touch PPs.
I knew there was some faggotry going on.
Hey, it's not gay if you let other people watch.
Absolutely.
For a minute there, I thought that I saw an ith rune drop, and I thought it was ist. You were asking for 2 of those, right, Sean?
I am overburdened.
What the fuck? This guy rolled boots 30-10, 20 life, 3% life leech, 10 rep, 12 mana, and 80% gold mine.
Blood boots, huh?
What the fuck?
I don't know how much they'll get though, because like fire res is super desired by gold fine barbs.
That's why like Inferno Stride's working itself out.
Yeah, I think your boots are a heck of a lot better than Inferno Stride, but What is this dog shit Bale drops every time?
Work.
I think I'm due for something good from Diablo.
Greetings.
For at least something from them.
Hello.
You know, a game I wouldn't mind playing for, you know, like 2 weeks and then setting down for another year.
Hmm.
Destiny 2.
Yeah. I haven't been tracking that game for a while now. Like,
Yeah, I haven't been tracking it at all.
it has its charms.
Not enough mana.
recording. We're back. Back.
Hail to you, champion.
Joe, you there? I think that means no. This column had BO on it, one the barb, visionary, 172 ED, 39 life.
Yeah.
Even a 1-3 that would be real good. I just found a throwing axe that has 355 ED on it.
Nice.
That was a lot.
It's got Athrap and Fools.
I think I would have a decidedly more excited tone if that were the case.
Hey, fellas.
What's up, man?
Is
I see the Overwatch channel. That's interesting.
that where we are right now?
So it looks like.
Out of here right away. Oh, dude, Dustin, come on. Of course.
Huh?
We renamed it. Overwatch. I'm like sitting there thinking like for a minute, they're like, what the fuck? Nice troll, Dustin.
Got him.
I am overburdened. Greetings.
Dustin, I always pick up like magic orbs because it is possible to get like 3 to lightning skills, 20 FCR, 3 to lightning mastery from 2 sockets. Can you imagine something like that?
Oh, interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for those. You're kind of quiet again. Can you? Is that or is it my settings?
It's probably me. I don't know. Mark and Joe haven't said anything, but I'm also
No.
talking
No.
quiet.
No. No, it sounds good.
Yeah, you seemed a little quieter when you were talking just now than you were earlier tonight.
Oh, okay.
Certainly not as bad as the one day, though.
Right.
Yeah, so I disappeared there. I got kind of triggered after feeling like I must have done fucking 250 light swipes on stupid ass Tinder app over the last 2 days, and not a single goddamn match. My hypothesis is that it's because people have their like distance set to a smaller radius, and for purposes of this kind of thing, the Stevens Point is essentially nowhere. Basically, like the vast majority of matches that were shown like from Eau Claire or Madison, which was interesting. But like
Yeah,
basically none from Stevens Point.
I had that installed for like 7 years or something.
Ever get it to work?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong then.
I was in school though, so I mean it's
I think the last time I was single, that wasn't even a thing.
I mean it was I haven't been around that much longer than when I last had it installed.
What do you
It's
need?
been a long time.
I think this is the game. That was gonna drop me a fathom. I'm just gonna say that every single game that I make now. And then eventually, it actually will be. And then the clickbait will be glorious.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna like freak out and be like, oh my god, I called that shit. You see that?
Not even death can save you from me.
It's a good one, class of sword or class of blade.
Blade.
do you think of the circlet for melee druid?
Melee.
Yeah, 2 druid skills, 24% enhanced damage, 6% life stolen, 94% ED, 15 strength, 34 life.
It's really gotta have visionary. Like
Alright.
to
Faster on walk would probably be pretty cool.
yeah, it would. Good God, did my merc just get beat off?
He liked it.
I don't think he did.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore. What do you need?
There's no reason to keep a wolf hall on it.
No. Dustin, that assassin torch we got, I just sold for 45 form gold.
45
That's like a goddamn lem rune.
stonks.
So, okay, we sold the sword for 1.5 and the Zon torches we got 400 out of.
What are the stats on this sword?
1913.
It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. I mean, talking to Dustin about it though, I honestly think resistance is more important than stats by quite a bit. People pay more for stats, so. I mean, if you don't have good jewelry, I guess stats are more important, but
I don't know. My experience this season, people have been playing more for resist.
really?
Yeah.
Torches I've sold, I feel like I've gotten more for stats, but I haven't sold that many. I sold 10 or so. Probably depends on the class you're selling to, because if it's more of like a dueling class, then they're gonna want stats. Club. No thanks.
Might be a good one though.
Who's unique?
Exactly.
Brown for shit. Wait, my bad. Dustin, I found an Ethereal 4015 Verdungos.
Oh my god.
Fucking hell.
And I found the worst dongle anybody's ever found ever.
Well, it's funny. Mark's like, I'll bet it's not as bad as mine. And I was like, oh yeah, there's no way. And then before I did, I saw it was like, actually, it's worse. Just by default.
I mean,
That's
that's cheating.
Well,
Not in a drop.
I mean, I would bargain. Yours, boy, what's more rare? A Dungo's that poorly rolled or an Ethro 4015?
I mean,
I want to say yours is,
they're
but like,
they're
I
the
don't
exact
know.
same rarity, with the exception of the fact that one is dungos, right?
No, I'm talking like the odds of the stats, right?
Yeah, but the odds of the stat are the same, right? Because mine is perfectly bad, yours is perfectly good.
Well, I have 2 good stats and you have 3 like as bad as possible, right?
Sure.
But mine's F.
Well, you didn't say what your other stats were, so.
They were just okay. But like the 4015, obviously perfect. Stamina was
It actually had
119.
4 bad stats.
Yeah, I mean, yours is to get an Athro 4015. Yours is probably more unusual. And it was just like, really was that bad.
Found IK Mall 4 times in the last 2 days.
I found that a couple times today. It is not an item on my wish list.
No.
This would be the perfect addition to my IK Mall collection.
Haha.
Yeah, I go on JSP, try to sell full meal just of IK Malls.
I like it.
You know what actually would be really funny? Is if you did, you know how they do those pictures of ground packs?
It's all on 90 war boots.
No, you do a ground pack, and have like air axe and shit in there, and just like every single item is F.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine?
People have done bullshit like that, which is why like you have to list the item or it's technically an illegal trade.
I mean, you have to say that's F.
Yes. You have to list stats of items technically because people were doing bullshit like that. So like if someone opens a scammer against you for something like that, the JSP will say, we're gonna give you the option. You trade back or we're gonna tag you. You pick.
I can't carry anymore.
I mean, that might be worth it just for the memes.
Yeah.
What do you need?
I think like some of what people are doing too is like they're putting like a fucking topaz and a cap and shit like that, or
Hail to
s-
you, champion.
using rattle cage and bullshit. So like for it to be a truly legal trade, you have to list the stats of the item.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to do Topaz or Rattle Cage with the ground pack and take a screenshot of the names of everything.
No, it's just for like actual items. You don't have to list runes and shit.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And the other reason why I was considering playing some PoE is if I'm going to be streaming, it might not be a bad idea to have, you know, a little bit of variation in the content.
Yeah, true. Though I mean, this is a fairly new game. I think there's actually quite a few people
Yeah.
streaming it because there are people playing it. You can imbue socketed items, right, Mark?
I think so.
Oh, can you?
I don't remember.
Do you know, Dustin?
Actually, now you mention it, I don't think you can.
If it lets you, I don't think it would re-roll the sockets. Or the sockets would roll off, but it might
Yeah,
just not let you
nope.
at all.
You cannot. I just looked it up. I didn't think you could. God damn it! I just found a two-socketed diadem.
I have 2 items.
What do you
Oh,
need?
I actually need 2 more.
Actually, I have 1 item that I literally just found, and the other one was on my single player, I think.
Oh,
But you can have this one.
okay.
Good day.
Forgot I didn't have any beat quests in this anyway.
I have 3 on my Zon.
Greetings.
As soon as I'm done with this run, Mark, I'll join your game, grab that thing.
Okay, I'll be in a new game in like 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. Keep an eye out for white diadems. Dustin, I need 1 more.
I'm never giving up my diadems.
Son of a bitch.
Don't believe him, he's just not getting them to you.
I'm overloaded.
Perhaps this soul rune will convince you otherwise.
I mean, it might, but you're just gonna tell him to give it back to you and you start crafting anyway.
True. That's the whole point.
You know, I haven't really found a lot of unique amulets this season.
You know, I was just thinking that, and I found 2 of them today. They're both Nozick and Relic. And then I was
That's-
like, you know what? I'm okay going back to not finding them.
I just found a crescent moon. I found a crescent moon yesterday too.
Found that today too. Actually, I found 3 of them. That's right, because it's the Mana Leech. I remember
Yeah.
looking at that. It's 10 for Zon.
I can't carry anymore.
that the item mark.
I didn't even see you coming here. Is that okay? No quest for you guys.
Alright.
Why do they make like Snickers and shit in minis form? Like smaller than fun size.
In what form?
Minis. I bought a bag of like, you know, chocolate, whatever. Snickers and Milky Ways and that kind of shit. And they're minis, so they're literally like, I don't know, the size of a quarter. And each one of them is individually wrapped.
Yeah, I've always wondered about that myself.
It's like you want to kill the planet, that's the way to do it. Have little baby-sized candy bars, each one individually wrapped, and let's put as much plastic around it as possible.
Nobody's gonna eat just fucking one of those.
No. Not unless you're 3 or 93.
Right. Maybe some sort of advanced, Karens. Could probably be like rewarding themselves, be like, oh, I'll spoil myself today. I'll have one Snickers mini.
Hey,
And
hold
then
on,
go
Megalo.
to fucking Best Buy and yell at the clerk because they're out of stock of an item.
Right.
Oh my god. It's self-defense. interesting. It's one jewel that's 15% increased attack speed, 30 lightning res.
It's really, really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worth probably 1,500.
Just gonna put it in my pile of all my other jewels, or am I gonna accidentally use it for crafting?
Yeah, don't do that. That's an incredibly good jewel. Amazing roll. A lot of trappers will put that in claws for like trap v trap.
Yeah.
Trap versus trap, or trap v trap, a Diablo 2 dueling situation. Trap X trap, gay porn video title.
What? I found a lot of runes this game and they're all shit. Well, I guess the rails aren't.
Flare dungeon cleared without incident.
Hey.
People believe in these level 85 areas untouched. They don't know what they're missing.
For a dungeon?
Yeah.
Not here.
There was a lot of volume in there, so
Sometimes my mercenary is like, "Oh, I'm just gonna bend over and show these demons my butthole right here, and yeah, and then now he's down here with fucking amp damage on him, face tanking those exploding skeleton dudes like it's nobody's business.
he just randomly presents the butt cheeks, does he?
Yeah. How much defense is good on a like Enigma base?
Um, 500 plus is good.
Superior weather fleece, 10%, 3 sockets. Worth keeping?
Yeah, probably someone would buy that.
I got a 15/15 superior breastplate if you want that.
Go fuck yourself. That makes me cringe when I see people in that, like, yeah, 30 strength. How do you not have 30 strength?
Oh, I just fucking juked that dude.
Impossible.
Yes, sir.
Well, got 4 socket in my throw grind.
You giving him 2 L's? Good luck, buddy. Were you hoping for 3?
For the south though? Or for the
For,
sockets?
for the
Yeah.
socket.
Shit, you know what? I have a ruby, I don't think I have a soul. It was a waste of a gamble. God damn it.
I have soul.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, maybe got 3 souls in a round. I'll take it.
I probably do. I don't know if you want to join my game.
Actually, I kind of have an idea for a video.
Sure.
I could do a video of myself MFing all of the non-traditional areas that are actually like 83 to 85.
Sounds fun. But here's soul.
That'd be nice to just one time in your career roll a ring that's got 10 FCR, 25 strength, 20 dex.
Yeah, that. I mean, it can't do that. It could roll 25 strength, 15 dex.
You can't get 20?
No, 15's max. I mean, I think I know what your point is, though, like to get a max stat one.
How do you get 25 strength then? 15's
Crafted ring. It has 5 native on it, and the roll can be up to 20.
So
There
why can
is no
strength
na-
roll up to 20 and dex only go up to 15?
I don't know. I
That's
don't know
weird.
what the rationale is for that.
It's not a bad one.
Which one? Oh, I'm sure I'll see it. A second here. Oh, not a bad one. That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's real good.
I don't know. Let me know what you think of that amulet.
Alright, let's see. I think it's definitely sellable. It's just like it's pretty important to have 10 FCR. So I mean, you'll get something for it, but like I've been bumping the heck out of that 2-5 Dex 18 all res amulet. Nobody wants it. Like being 210s is super important.
That's funny. That thread that Joe posted got 165 views.
The 165.
Yeah. Got him.
Debated.
I'm gonna do something I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. Post that ring.
No. This thing doesn't fill in the game name. You click on the game anymore. Shit.
Yeah, that actually makes it hard to remember sometimes.
Well, this has the right mods, but or some of the right mods, but not the right numbers. 10 FCR, 120 attack rating, out of the middle of nowhere.
Ooh, it's perfect.
15 strength, 5 dex, cold res 11%.
That's real good.
I don't know who the fuck wants that, but
BBC. That's real
oh,
good.
interesting. Hey, I found a worthwhile rare item. I don't do that much.
What'd you find?
Well, the ring is what I'm saying.
Oh, Ran. I thought you said Rune. No, that ring's real good.
Wheat. I'm going to stick it next to my.
Just takes so fucking long for
Please.
these duration of these games to come up.
What are you looking for?
I was gonna join a public game like Cal or Bale or something, and then go do chaos in it, but it's taking so long for this shit to come up that I'm gonna waste my time joining games that are fucking done.
Where can I put this on?
Free Enigma.
Oh, seems legit.
Yep. I'm gonna join that game and ban everybody in there if I don't get my free Enigma. They just need a filter so that you can filter it on like 1 minute, and it'll only show you games that are less than a minute old.
I don't know why they don't have that. Because I don't think that'd be real difficult to code.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you made it so like that was the selection, so you could click on it and it would only show you games over a minute old, but you wouldn't be able to just type in any number you want. So if you could just type in any number that you want, then it's got to do some calculations, and let's be honest, the server performance isn't exactly stellar at the moment.
Say the least.
Alright, I activated the gem.
It's
Now I'm gonna get my Fathom.
go time.
What?
What a plain skillers like off meta go for?
What do you mean off meta?
I guess like not sorceress or paladin.
I mean, it really depends. Like, trap GCs go for a good amount. Shab GCs definitely do.
I got a plain trap and a plain Ellie, and I want to figure out how to convert them into lightning grand charms.
Well, if I
I
had
mean,
a personal game, I'd probably do it straight up.
Not even death can save you from me.
Well, also hopefully I can find somebody to do it.
I mean, it might take a little bit. I don't think you'd be able to do that though.
Hail to you, champion.
Yeah, it'll take a minute, but it's doable.
There it is.
You almost 95 yet?
We're halfway.
Been slacking off. I'm catching up.
Yeah. Man. We'll play for a couple days there. And it's kinda hard to when you have a fucking infected tooth.
True.
And dude, I hate like taking amoxicillin for too long too. Like this is happening to me before. But I think it was the second time I had the clap my junior year. I I was on amoxicillin for like a week, and I got C. diff because like my stomach bacteria was being killed, like the good bacteria.
Mhm.
Now I have stomach aches again.
Oh no,
It's not the same thing.
I can barely hear you, and I'm turning you up.
Sorry, I'm talking quiet.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I got you at like 140%. Got some headroom here yet, but think it'd be really cool if they added, like, amongst other things, a couple of rune words every ladder reset.
I could.
Every ladder reset?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, it would be okay if they added rune words for a purpose, and they're not just adding rune words for the sake of adding rune words.
I mean, yeah,
I think
they'd have
both
to
are
think.
acceptable.
I don't think that anybody at that company is actually competent enough to come up with balanced rune words to add to the game, but pie in the
Yeah.
sky dreams.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's
Yeah,
probably
they make a fucking rune word for their female interns, but the only base type it works in probably assless chaps.
That's the chaps. I forgot about that shit. I don't know. That's so funny.
Sorry.
I don't have a lot of faith in them to not fuck it up.
A lot of faith in them to fuck it up.
What they need to do is just make an expansion. You don't have to like add acts or anything. Just like have an expansion where you could make a classic LOD or whatever the new thing's gonna be. Then they can do whatever they want. And if they try to make the game better and they totally fuck everything up, then you just don't have to play that way.
I think splitting the player base is probably not optimal though.
Probably not. Most people are just gonna end up playing the new stuff just by virtue of the fact that it's new.
Maybe.
To certainty.
See, but the problem is, like, if you make the wrong changes, and then, like, if you change it so that Enigma doesn't have teleport anymore, like, it should be a dumb thing.
Yeah, I know.
Then nobody's gonna be playing the game if there's not a mode that you can actually still use Enigma in its glory.
I mean, it was like one of those things like, it's bad for balance, but it's good for fun.
Well, I don't think it's unreasonable to add like a mid-tier mobility items, things that aren't as OP as teleport, but that still give you some advantage, like they did with they tried to do it in Project D2. I don't know if they really pulled it off very well because those skills had long ass cooldowns, and it was really shitty to invest points into them because like you got very very poor returns on it. But I think like if you look at the Diablo 3 skill design, they had a lot of interesting effects. There's a lot of different mobility skills. Dashing strike on the monk was basically functioned as a teleport because you could fucking dash through walls and shit. So like, I would love to see something like that. Where it gives you some of that sort of freedom of like not having to walk around shit, and it's fast. It's not going to take you across the whole map really quick, but it is going to allow you to navigate those more labyrinthine areas without the frustration of having to constantly be like, oh shit, I gotta walk around this fucking mini maze of 4 nested doors that all go in different directions, and all that kind of shit. So I think that would be Pog. Basically, just bringing back dashing strike is what this is amounted to.
Might be something to consider for Diablo 4 for sure. Did you guys see the there really was This is like it was the case that the game director for Diablo 4, like that Lewis guy, the reason he stepped down is because he was fired for like sexual harassment. It's like Jesus Christ, like
Wow, even at
that's
that level.
I did not hear about that.
yeah. It's not with like the franchise moves. It's so weird to like harass people at work.
I can't carry
Like,
it
why would you
anymore.
do that?
Public tribute.
Yeah, so it's real weird.
Oh, so I've gone on this rant before, and I won't really rant about it, but I'll just give the very summarized, like, one sentence version, which is that
I can't carry anymore.
it used to be, well, I don't know, 2 or 3 sentences. People used to grow up with, and in some cultures they still do, with some sort of a cultural expectation for like how to be, not really chivalrous, but like just what are good manners for interacting with people generally, even specifically when you're looking to express interest in someone, potentially date them or invite them to do something. Like, what's the right way to go about showing that kind of interest? And there were times when it was
Ask.
very much like,
What do you need?
yeah, well, right, but there were courtship, like like in whatever, like Victorian era or some shit. Like there's you know you get these layers of like, here are these customs and traditions that go with it, and it's cool because you know what to expect from both sides, and so it's not scary or weird or anything like it. And it's like, it's also like, you know you know friendly and fair to both, to everybody involved, all the participants. It's um and we don't have anything like that. In fact, it's very much the Wild West. Like, I actually had a class. Maybe not. Maybe there's a little bit of this other, but in Amherst, like our senior year, we had to take a class called parenting, and like most of which didn't talk about parenting at all, but which, like, well, the first half of which like didn't say anything about parenting, but was like just about here's how to be your best self, and then like talked about relationship stuff, but like still didn't have anything to do with having kids. And then like eventually got around to like, okay, here's a lot of the shit that you have to think about, budgeting and blah blah blah. And like, so it was a really well designed course, and the women who taught it were moms of multiple children. They obviously knew what the fuck they were doing, and they were very much kind of down to earth and willing to just like take questions, talk about shit. It was kind of cool, and that's not in and of itself what I'm talking about, but like it's a step in the right direction. Like, there should be some sort of established cultural expectation of how you like not only that you should treat people right, but how to treat them right, and you were cool for treating them right instead of like having this Wild West scenario where it's like everybody's fucking you know jacked up on testosterone, in their late teens and early 20s, whatever, and they don't fucking know what to do with it because nobody's ever, there's no like established protocol for, you know,
Greetings.
how do you, what the fuck are you supposed to do? And I think a lot of people don't get dating experience in high school or any kind of like valid like experience, and so they get into the adult world and they don't know how to interact with women, and so they end up being assholes because they just don't know what to do. It's my hypothesis, but anyway.
I re-
like I think you see people who obviously did grow up around other people who sort of actively demonstrated how to be mature and gentlemanly and chivalrous and all these kind of great traits. Then you see other people who grew up with fucking wife beaters, and whatever they're doing to people at work is an improvement upon what they grew up with potentially. I mean, not well, that's a little bit of a stretch in that case, but like maybe not. Like there's definitely this whole range of vagueness. Like I don't think that like. I think that shit that goes on in people's individual lives within the confines of their own homes, we don't really actually know what the fuck's going on. Like, people will do surveys and shit, but like that shit's just whatever people choose to respond with. It's like, I think behind the scenes, when people are stressed out by being overworked and underpaid and kind of living in a especially now you've got pandemic and economic uncertainty and all this shit. Like, I think it brings out the the bad sides of people a little bit, and
As well as do.
that's where I think like having a proactive ideal of when things get tough, instead of kind of caving in and just getting mad and flailing your arms about and taking your anger out on whatever's in front of you. It's like, what is the model of the paragon of virtue, right, per se? Like, what is the virtuous individual sort of hypothetical idol, or perhaps real idol or fictitious character, whatever, something that can be looked up to as like, here is how to be a real badass and a gentleman and a scholar all at the same time. Like, you can be tough, you can be compassionate and caring, and you can be smart, and you can have a great sense of humor at the same time. Like, there's just like, people, and I'm guilty of it too, of course, of when things get tough sometimes it's easy to just throw up your hands and get, God damn it, everything's fucked, I'm just, I'm angry, and you kind of you forget what you're actually capable of.
Yeah.
What are we
Like
doing
Mark's strategy, he just closes his laptop when he's done, demands chicken and Bud Light from Kristen, and then says, I'll see you for a fucking in 20 minutes. Is that right, Mark?
20 minutes is a little bit long. You better pick up the fucking pace.
20 seconds.
This character's name is gonna get banned. It's gonna be the max character limit. It looks really long.
I still really like that guy with the Jobber the Hutt.
What is this comment? I'm not looking for the GC. I want to know what lit is. Oh. Lightning. Skills. Sork.
Stay a while and listen.
Maybe if he took like 5 seconds to think about it.
Especially because they're playing a sorceress, like...
Bissell.
You'd think they might have some clue.
I mean, he probably had a trap GC and he was trying to see if he could get a lit GC, whatever that is.
No, he just was legitimately curious about what the notation meant. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna hold you up about that. That'd just be mean. I once was a noob too. I remember those days. In fact, in many games, I still am a noob. Despite my hundreds of thousands of hours.
Everyone's a noob in most games. Shine, bug champ.
Oh, I forgot I took my nature's piece off for some reason. Alright, well, that's good thing it's just single player. Didn't die. Oh, my experience is still very low because I did die earlier today again. Just put the some kind of sensible shit back on here. Let's go back to that. Nature's piece and these boots.
I saw one of the dumbest things ever on JSP today, guys. There was a thread, and the guy's like, someone offered him like 2K for something, and it got to the second page. It's like, current offer 2K, and someone's at like 2.1K if you can prove the current offer. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, you retard? It's like,
Makes no sense.
go look at the first page.
Let's go trap GC for Mal. That makes sense. The price is right.
Hail to you, champion.
Do you want Tarnhelm?
I'm good.
I left it on the ground, but I figured I would ask you before I deserted the game.
It's very considerate of you.
Uh-huh.
What in Tarn Hell Nation? Man, I gotta get that fucking right size hex key for these DX Racer arms. They've loosened up and they're flopping about a little bit.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Well, here's the thing is that normally they have 4 screws and they should be fine. But the inherent width on these things is just doesn't suit my posture at all. Posture / bodily dimensions or whatever. So I had to move them out to such that instead of all 4 screws connecting like in a square, like I would just have the 2. So I get a little bit extra width. which worked perfectly for a long time, and then only like just in the last, I guess like probably since the chair got hauled over here, uh, did it start to loosen up and get a little goofy. But it's fine most of the time. Just like want to like roll around, reposition. I'm like, this thing's all jiggly again. What the fuck? These, oh my god, these fucking ASMR video titles just get worse every time I see them. I'm like, YouTube, are you now converging with OnlyFans and Pornhub and whatever else?
Uh,
This one, hot babysitter gets you alone ASMR. Girlfriend RP / bedroom / child crush / naughty / hot kisses / S4 F4M.
the fuck?
I mean, it got you to click on it, so apparently it's working.
I'm listening.
It's a unique matriarch. Whoa.
What do you
Blood
need?
ravens, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
That was blood ravens charge, or whatever the fuck that thing is.
Do you want it?
Hail to you,
What do you think?
You never know. You don't know shit about D2.
Can't fucking wait to kick my own ass as I log off.
You're the only person I know that wanted to be Zerker for your Hammered in because you thought fanaticism was going to make you cast a lot faster.
It
What?
does. Just give me time, I'll prove it.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
If anyone needs hell runes, I'm the guy. I have 18 of
Yeah, I have like 6. I haven't been picking them up recently though.
them. I think I'm gonna like pick up 20 and then go sell them. For 20 hell runes for trade.
What is this shit poster? Top comment on the video is
I can carry
username George W. Bush. The picture of him right in front of the American flag, and the comment reads, I don't know if I can do exactly for all. A fun fact about my life: we never had babysitters as kids. Our parents would release wild wolves into our house, and we would have to stay in our rooms or risk being eaten. It turns out they were just painted iguanas.
Jeez.
What the fuck?
I mean, let's be honest here. He's from Texas, isn't he? Right?
He
Who?
is.
Yeah, so I mean, when he was a kid, he probably just fucking went out back and started poaching some animals for fun. Play with his gun.
Boy, oh my god, that voice just is like fucking nails on a chalkboard. Oh,
It's a dude with a voice changer.
make it stop. I see what you mean, Dustin. Proving your point. That is cringy as fuck. Because, oh my god.
Internet is definitely the best place on earth.
Well, it's definitely a place.
Breaking Bad is one of the shows of all time.
I can't carry you.
Man, I'm getting some ADHD kick in here. Look at these memes again. These are pretty funny. This is another. I think it's the fucking Breaking Bad character. I'm not really sure. Take your age. Add 4. That's not your age.
What do you need?
So stupid.
Mike, have you seen those memes where it's like the top text is the like musician name be like, and the whole image is just fucking deep fried, solarized, and versed, and the bottom text is like the opposite of whatever their lyrics are.
Nah, I've been out of the meme game for a minute.
No. That's a grave mistake, my son. You must be fixing this. But anyway, this one is evil Cardi B be like.
You were telling me this before.
Oh, was I already telling you this?
Yeah, with the evil Cardi B thing. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Oh man. I found this Toru cosplay that is just
What's a Toru?
it's a character from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. The character the title of the show, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, is Toru. So she's like a dragon that lives like normally is a normal like green stereotypical dragon living in some world full of other dragons. But then somehow she like crosses through some sort of a planar portal into Earth, and some shit happens and she gets like I don't know shot in the wrong spot and crash lands, and I can't even remember exactly what because it's like I'm sure that there's more to it in the manga, but like they kind of gloss over really fast in the show, just get down to everything else. But then for some reason Kobayashi, this is middle-aged woman working at a software company, kind of workaholic type, is taking a break, hiking out up in the mountains, and I don't think she wasn't necessarily intending to be where she ended up either, and so somehow she ends up drunk and then talking to this wounded dragon, and then pulling the arrow out of the wounded dragon, and then they both drink and like laugh and have a great time, and it turns out the dragon can like assume human-ish form, and she wants to like stay with this woman and be her maid, and the whole show like ends up actually being like super wholesome and reasonable, with some really weird exceptions. It's like, how is this so like, you know, not just cute, but like actually like portraying uh different aspects of, it's like, it's sort of, the human characters are like humans, but the dragon characters are sort of like sentient beings that don't quite operate the same way as humans do, and so it's interesting to see what kind of things they get hung up on versus the kind of things we get hung up on. But ultimately, they still end up being like, you put them together in the same situation, and they find a way to kind of live together and work together and shit, and become friends, and so uh, it's it's got all this going on, but there's one particular character pairing, and like there's like a spin-off art, like manga on it, that's just like, what the fuck are you guys doing over there?
Joe, why'd you send me that screenshot? Joe? Joseph? I don't know when he sent it to me. It's just a screenshot of somebody trying to buy something for 3,600, and I don't remember the context of it.
Saying it's like some guy, like he made a thread bidding 4,000, and this like random Chinese guy like sent him this really weird message that boiled down to, give this to me for 3,600. Here's my battle tag. I'm waiting for your invite. And Joe's like, you can keep waiting.
Oh, okay. Where's Grief?
For
Uh,
right now they're selling for about 4K.
yeah, so Joe, if you could just go ahead and join that game, thanks.
Y'all see that one that I posted in some like not the relevant channel? Just the text meme, and it's like a bunch of letters and some words and some misspelt words, starting with M space R space ducks.
Yes.
Did you get it?
I believe this was days ago. I don't remember the punchline of it.
I guess I can probably translate it from image to audio without breaking the punchline. So if you were to just like read it verbatim, M R ducks, M R not, O S M R, C M wings, L I B, M R ducks. But then if you put it into a southern drawl and get the inflection right, it's like, Emma ducks, MR not, OSMR, CM wangs, LIB, MR ducks.
What?
Oh, it's so good. It's like two hillbillies. The first one's like, "Them are ducks." The other one's like, "Them are not." And then he's like, "Oh yes, them are." And he's like, "See them wings?" And he's like, "Well, I'll be. Them are ducks."
Reminds me of those two idiots arguing about whether or not it was deer, Mark.
Yeah.
What is this?
We were playing Bigfoot and Joe and Trevor were fighting about whether something was a deer or an antelope.
Elk.
Elk or whatever the fuck. I wasn't paying attention. I can't be bothered. And then, Mark's going over there to settle the dispute, but of course they had an ADHD attack and skinned it before he could get there.
Perfect.
Hail to you, champion.
Oh, Joe's just too funny. Trevor is too, though. Like, these guys, man.
Not enough mana. I am overburdened.
Not even death can save you from me.
I can't carry anymore. What do you need?
Dustin, do you use chain lightning a lot, like in the flare jungle and shit?
You're shailing all the time.
Yeah. I just find it easier to play, like, from what I remember.
Yeah. Basically, it's like you know, expect to use chain lightning, but then if you get enemies lined up in certain areas, like narrow hallways or arcane sanctuary or something, lightning's good. And then if you get a particularly threatening looking elite to just focus them down with lightning and then chain everything else off. You know, like all these lightning on Nilithak and bosses generally,
Yeah.
of course. But yeah, most random shit, the AoE is superior.
Mm-hmm. So I figured that was how it was. It's the way I remember it. It's been a long time.
Man, I am getting myself. I don't know.
Huh?
Simultaneously more calm and more triggered. It doesn't really make sense, but that's kind of how it be.
Just relax. All good. Go find like 5 jaw. And then when you do, post porn on JSP.
I'll skip to the porn.
It was a damn nice ring you found us, and I don't know like what you'll get for it, but what do you think, Mark? At least a few hundred, right?
I don't know. I have to look at it again.
10 FCR, 20 strength, 5 dex, 120 attack rating. It's got like fire res, right? Lightning res.
Just a little splash of lightning, I think.
Yeah. That's perfect AR. Really good
Yeah.
PVC ring.
Few hundred, I think.
Yeah. It's real good.
Bitch versus cunt.
What do you need?
This one's. I don't know. I've definitely seen this one a few times, different places, but I still scroll through meme droid sometimes just to see what the Trump meme culture has degraded to
That place
these
is
days.
That place is real conservative.
Yeah,
Quite a lot of
pretty-
pro-Trump memes.
It's it's interesting because sometimes you get things that are actually decent, but then if ever you look at the comment section, it's just an overwhelming like steamroll of conservatism on it. So yeah, but anyway, like sometimes you get like actually funny ones, and this was like this. It was a Twitter screenshot, so I guess like it's really Twitter by a moon droid, but some black dude's like I was at the Starbucks and this little girl like 8-10 years old and her dad were in front of me, and she turns around and she's like, "Whoa, a beautiful chocolate man." And
Oh,
her
God.
dad grabs her arm and is like, "Emily, what the fuck is the matter with you?"
Beautiful chocolate, man. Ridiculous.
So what you're telling me is Meme Droid is very conservative.
It is, yes.
That one is
Why?
like a random outlier.
Why are we not making memes to troll these people?
I mean, if it's not real conservative, it's probably not going to pass moderation.
Right, the community, the users and the moderators have sort of, aligned. Like, there's no reason that.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't just like post something like it's got to pass moderation. It's not like, black people bad, woman be in kitchen. It's good luck.
So what you're saying is they're censoring leftists.
That's
Taking
exactly
away their
what it
First
is.
Amendment rights.
Fine, they can have their space. Well, I mean, most of those people are so stupid that no one will let them talk IRL, so they're censored all day. Let them have their spot.
I don't like really do anything to keep tabs on. Uh, like I don't really watch any conservative news to see what kind of bullshit they're spouting off. I don't really read
It's
other
so bad.
conservative shit in the internet. So it's like I just want to have like one tenuous connection to what these idiots are doing. Just that, like, it's like
What
you never
these
want to turn a
idiots are
total
doing.
I
blind eye to
mean,
your enemies.
do they have a conservative news network that hasn't lost their fucking minds? Right? I mean, like, Fox was always conservative, but they weren't like fucking batshit crazy forever.
Sure about that?
I mean, there were definitely people that were. I'm just saying, it wasn't the entire network, and it's almost the entire network now.
I think that the reason this occurred to me the other day, I don't know if I should have taken this on, but I think the reason that they push like anti-vax stuff is probably to try to destabilize public education. We wanted to do that for years.
That's a pretty insidious uh
It is, but I mean,
hypothesis there, but
think about it. I shower thoughts I was having
I mean,
about that. If kids can't like stay in school, they're not healthy, or you know, they're you need to have smaller class size and to fund public education, keep people nice and stupid. That's exactly what they want.
I mean, yeah. As I was already alluding to in my dystopian future novel ideas, I think that the elite class have largely said we don't give a shit what the fuck happens to the underclass, and if we can, you know, yank the tiny bit of stability they have out from under them, so they can't. There's no chance they can possibly bother us again. That's just a good move, and of course, doing it underhandedly. Again, I don't, you know, obviously they didn't
Man,
point it out,
I don't
but
want to sound like
they're being opportunists probably by being like, you know what, like, well, I don't know. It's
I don't know that I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but like it just makes so little sense to me to like peddle this anti-vax stuff when these people are vaccinated. Like, what are you actually trying to do? Uh,
Hail to you,
You
champion.
know, and then they're like encouraging
I
people
think
to
in their
harass
minds,
school
yeah, I
boards.
think in their minds they're thinking that it makes Biden look bad somehow.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, like they're really on Fox too, encouraging like this school board behavior where these nutballs are like, you know, protesting in front of children as they walk to school and screaming at the top of their lungs about mask mandates at school and shit. They just want to destabilize public education. That's what I think.
I mean, the negative attitudes being cultivated towards public education has been happening for quite a while now, and so this is
Yeah,
just like
it's just
piling
so
more
much
fuel on the
better.
fire.
Yeah, they hate public education. They wanted to privatize it forever. Like private education is just not as good.
Oh, but you look at their test scores, it's
So,
way better.
definitely not true.
I mean, do you know how much better they do on their religious studies test scores than public students? Exactly. They know way more about the Bible.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, my dad was principal at Catholic school. What is happening a lot? The Catholics view it as a black hole because a lot of the people going to school do not go to church. And from the Catholics, or from the priests' point of view, like the reason they have the schools is to like indoctrinate people into the faith, but they're not practicing it. So then the priests are like, we're just paying all this money for school. You know, the church, Newman, the church writes Newman a $40,000 check a month, and none of the kids are going to school or are going to church rather. So you know, they don't like it.
I can't carry
It
anymore.
realizes, you know, there's private education that's not faith-based, but you know,
Yeah, like fucking Trump University.
right. I mean, that's the opposite.
The non-religious private education entities are largely set up such that the only kids in attendance are the kids of rich people, and of course they do well.
Real private schools, you have like probably less variance on test scores, but like the smartest kids aren't public. And the best teachers aren't public because it pays more.
Well, the best teachers are not in. I mean, well, no, we
I mean,
probably
there's
have
exceptions
just
to
as
the
just
rule.
as good of teachers here as anywhere, but it's unfortunate that the people who could be the best teachers and that might have gone into the profession, most of them have defected to other professions now because teaching pays a little in comparison to what they can make elsewhere. So we are not actually attracting the smartest people to the profession that literally like enables the next generation to be smart, capable, and competitive, and all these things. And so it's like, we're shooting ourselves in the foot basically by not recruiting the smartest people to take on the task, because it's actually I mean, I think you can look at both the left and the right, and they both say that there are people who are, in this profession not doing a good job, and we want to incentivize and train people to be, good, and they have different angles about how they're saying to go about it, but there seems to be some consensus that there's some shitters out there, and yes, there are definitely a decent chunk of shitty teachers in addition to the good ones, and the reason is not like, I'm not faulting those people who are going into the job like wanting to have a job. It's like if you can make as much money being a manager at the Walgreens or Best Buy as you can teaching second grade. Well, who the fuck is going to take on the job that requires astronomically more actual effort and emotional investment and time? Uh, you know, like, it's just stupid. Like, there's if you want to get good people, you got to pay them more, and so
There's a very easy solution to that. Just make sure
Don't
you
be a
keep
bookworm
the
and faggot.
no, you just make sure you keep the minimum wage low, so that way the managers at Walgreens also don't make shit.
Oh, PogChamp.
Yeah, there it is.
Nobody's
But
allowed
like
to have any money.
That's right.
the countries with the highest educational attainment also have policies where it's like literally all of our teachers are required to have master's degrees. And like that's steep entry, but like you think about over here, we also, doctors have to do 8 years of school. Lawyers have to do a shit fucking ton of school and spend a lot of money to do it. And it's like, all of these elite professions require a lot of schooling, and education arguably is as or more important than these other ones because, if you
It's
have a
more
healthy and
important.
if you have a healthy and smart, kids for the future generation, that's more important than keeping the 85-year-olds from dying of cancer that they have had for 10 years. You know, like, not to be ageist, but humans were not meant to live forever, and we waste so fucking much money on healthcare for bullshit reasons. And then, we got like pharmaceutical companies and insurance companies just, you know, fucking people in the ear hole, and then
Oh yeah, they're criminals.
educators have just kind of sloshed under the rug, and it's like, oh, these lazy scumbags, look at them not working for the whole summer. It's like, god damn it. Not only did I work during the summer, I had to go to school during the summer to keep my job
Yeah.
as a teacher.
And you know
The
who's
fuck are you
saying
even
it?
talking about?
You know who's saying that is guys like your Uncle Mike who jack off cows for a living.
It's unfortunate.
Seriously. It's like, okay, Mike, I'm glad that you're giving your opinion on education. Now you probably have a couple of goats to go jack off, so you should probably get through that.
Yeah.
And, try your best not to cheat on your wife, too.
Right.
That guy's a piece of shit.
I just really wish teachers would like get a second job for the summer when when they're not teaching.
I can't carry anymore.
And there's a lot of people, like, we actually have an Uncle Mike, Mark, who's like a farmer that was on the school board. That, like, yeah, I mean, he doesn't know anything about education. He jacks off cows for a living. He has an IQ of 8. And he's asked, like, are you serious? Found another Andariel's. Jesus, do I find that a lot. That's the 6th one I found.
Give it to me.
Do you wanna?
Yes.
Alright. Join my game. Ooh. Diablo dropped a Grand Charms 42 to life. There you go, dude.
Like it.
Buy a stitch.
Hail to you, champion.
Yeah, no problem.
I have a treachery, but he can't use it because he doesn't have enough strength.
I'll put that to good use.
Do you need a rush quick to socket that?
Yes.
Alright, well, good luck finding one. Make a game, I'll join.
Alright, if y'all doing that shit, I better get on it.
Yeah. Alright, my way.
Hey, back, what's
Position
up?
Q 9. 6.
Ha.
I'm moving on up in that queue.
Can't wait for Dustin to get in here.
Good day.
Position 5.
Yep.
Good day.
What helmet were you using, Mark?
I think you still be right backing.
Oh,
Good day.
Is there a game I should join or?
yeah. Lock of one.
Oh, right. Well, one issue is that my friends list all shows up as offline and there's nobody in the lobby uh,
Good
thing on the
day.
bottom of the screen, but we'll try it. Hey, it worked. Oh man, I almost got this druid set up here. I almost have all his gear. I need like, what do we need?
Agree.
Oh, I guess weapon is the big part, but I don't know if I want to do Fury or Fire Claws or Rabies. That's the big question.
It's up. I dropped Nagel ring.
Your reign is over.
$25 Nagel.
Alright.
The cap. Your presence.
40 perfect gem.
Not at the moment, but yeah. I figured I'd try naming my mules according to what they were gonna carry.
Logical.
This is the
If
only
you
one
make,
that's actually named accordingly, but
if you make a paladin, you can call it 40-ounce beer.
40-ounce beer.
Yeah.
How would it be called that?
Because it's a racial trope that they all drink 40s.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
This thing be any fucking further away.
I gotta tell you, I've seen a lot of Laffy Taffy jokes in my day, and they're all pretty bad. But these two that were on this thing might be the worst Laffy Taffy jokes I have ever seen.
let's hear
First
it.
one says, "What sport can also research?" What sport can also research? Surfing.
Wow.
The next one. What color screams hello?
Black. Black.
Yellow.
Oh, that was my next guess.
I didn't get the first one.
Surfing, like,
Surfing is a sport, and also that's like surfing the web for information. That's how stupid the joke is. Like, you gotta look at it a few times to actually fucking understand what the hell it's even trying to go for there.
I would have never conflated the term surfing the web with researching in any way. Those two things are almost exact opposites. Like, surfing the web is a great way to acquire pieces of information that are entirely antithetical to truth.
Yeah, I just kind of knew what they meant.
I told you they were the two of the worst laugh tab jokes I've ever heard. I wasn't lying.
You're right.
The sun warms the world once more.
They used to tell you who submitted the joke, but if I was the one who submitted that joke, I wouldn't want to claim it either.
No, I wouldn't want my ass to be kicked.
Although Chloe Grace Moretz could kick my ass any day.
What?
It was actually a good one.
You need to be here. Mark.
I
I'm,
believe
I'm,
so.
I'm talking to the people. Hang on.
I got the jukes. Don't
Now
worry
I'm
about.
here.
Finally. Now I can
You got the what?
this twisted like
Jukes. Square.
Yep.
If you had the juice, have y'all seen that video of the guy, of the black guy that gets out of the SUV and he's got
Greetings.
jugs of orange juice and he announces to uh, the other guy driving him. He says, "I got the juice, nigga!" And he starts pouring the orange juice all over the fucking ground in the car, and then he just keeps pulling out more and more jugs of orange juice. And keeps saying the same thing. It's so
I have
fucking
not
funny.
seen that one.
I got the juice, nigga. I got the juice. No, man. You got it. Damn, man. I just washed the car.
What?
Alright, we got another good one for you. How is a USB like an elephant?
You gotta turn it around 3 times.
The fuck is that drop? You see that shit?
There it is.
Drop fucking
That's like
5.
exactly what Joe posted that one time. Fucking 18 scale town portal.
Okay, you ready for this? What is a USB? How is a USB like an elephant?
Diablo.
They both have memory skills.
What the fuck?
I was gonna say it has to do
Exactly.
something with never forgetting, and then I guess a USB kind of does that, except that eventually it will run out of usable read-write cycles and will fail. So not really true.
Dustin, you're taking a little
USB
bit too
eventually
far.
does
This
forget.
is one of the worst strokes I've ever heard in my life.
My mind goes to Mark. Is elephant trunks and truncated. Hopefully, just like the database for 2047 soon enough.
Yeah.
One moment. I don't think he has to be here for this, but I don't remember, so fuck it.
He does.
Does he?
See how I juked all those blizzards from not moving?
Yeah. Very impressive.
At last. There is
You
hope
good?
once again.
Fine, just in case.
Mephisto's hatred was a poisonous void.
You see that? I one-shot him. He doesn't need to be here for this one. As long as I'm close enough. Ah, got the flawless ruby. Get wrecked, nerd. If I was smart, I would have put my thing in the stash so I could actually socket it.
You didn't?
That's not a murder.
I'm actually going to consider using these gloves on my sword. They're not 40%, they're not 39% MF, but they're 24% MF, and they got some resists. So I could potentially make use of that. I gotta free up that slots for skillers. I'm gonna use this socket quest to socket my boots.
It's a good plan.
That would be a great use of the socket quest.
Oh, hey, this is good. Thanks for getting me the cube because now I can cube the gems up on this guy.
Yeah, I always do when I rush. It's easier.
Afternoon.
You have a rail?
Yeah, I have a rail.
I got rails. I always got rails from my pals.
I just need one.
Wow. That's worse than the Laffy Taffy jokes, Dustin.
I'm here all week.
Alright, Mark, you can join my game. I have rails.
I'm also here all strong.
What do you want me to do, Mark? Just put it by the Act 1 stash or something?
Why don't you give me about 60 seconds and then we'll see if we can... Oh, they let me in. Thank you, sir. They should let you socket things in your shared.
I'll put that to good use.
Just stupid insurance.
It's kind of true, but I did see a YouTube video of a guy who had a dust shroud with a burr in it. 3 socket, just a burr.
My god.
That's pleasant.
Yeah, it's just fucking painful.
Actually, this is not quite the way I intended to
Order welcomes you.
use this mule, but this is fine, I think. I should just transfer all these things over here and queue them later because I'm lazy.
Way to do it?
This is like so much better than a Nagel ring. 62 attack rating, 1 to energy, 18 mana, 23% MF, required level 10.
Ego ring is like almost 7, isn't it?
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything else on it.
It's got like up to 75 attack rating.
Does it really?
Uh-huh. Got
Well,
magic
shit.
damage reduced on it too, which is okay.
I stand corrected. Yeah, I guess I literally is sitting right next to a Nagel ring on my stash, which happens to have 69 attack rating.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to sell 40, 15, 160 gates. Maybe we should try to snipe that.
Yeah.
What do you think it's worth?
Send me a link.
But he's a 2017. What the fuck?
That's weird.
That is really weird.
Never seen
He's
that.
playing the long game. He's gonna scam somebody, but he's gonna wait 5 years to do it.
I don't know, it's already getting like in the 300 range where it's probably not that profitable to snipe. Man, what are the chances, Mark? There's another perfect Eads for trade.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that guy's multi.
Yeah, honestly.
They tried to fake it by putting the numbers in different orders. Like this guy knows it's 160, 40, 15. The other guy is like, oh, it's 40, 15, 160. Crafty devil. Shit. Dude's selling a 15-15 Jill. So I got a bit of 2K on it.
Dude, that triggers me so much. I told John, don't sell that cheap. And he
Well,
sold
she
it for
sold.
700.
Alright.
So impatient.
Yeah. dude's got a 35, 45, 112, 8 Spirit Sacred Charge.
How much?
He doesn't have any bids yet.
Me?
First bid was 300. 400. Are you using a Spirit or Haas?
Spirit. I have a 44 all-res one. There's not a huge rush to get it, but if I can get that one for 500, 750, which I don't think I can. But
I have a Spirit on my Soul Set Found 2 with 35 all res, but I'm actually using the Haas. Look like I have,
you need pretty sick gear to, I think, justify using those.
yeah, I can't hit 125 with like stuff I got without sacrificing somewhere else. So taking the damage, doing players 5.
A rare amulet and a rare circlet off Diablo. Can't wait for these to be shit. Am I right, boys?
Nope, they're both going to be the best amulets you ever found.
Circlet?
Yes.
2 barb, 103 attack rating, 8 don't 7. That will shit. 2 druid, 2 energy, 6 cold res on the amulet. Wow. It's all a bunch of rings to off like 50 form gold or something. I'm not gonna bid anymore on that spirit. Like, does it make a big difference? If I could have like sniped it for 500, sure. just found beads. Maybe this one would be
Let's
good.
see. Holy shit. Fucking tryhards are at level 90 already. That is crazy.
I think a 3210 is even worth keeping, or should I just throw it on the ground?
I mean, somebody will buy a 32. Guarantee you can trade for a pole. If you care about a pole.
Take a pole. Sure. Anyway,
Oh
we were-
man, I just created a fucking normal game. I hate that. Now I gotta wait. Unfortunate.
Go kill normal Diablo, you can drop Soj.
Alright.
Second highest chance in the game. That's what I do when I
I
accidentally
swear
do
to
that.
God, if I don't get a Soj, I'm driving my car through your house.
Oh my god, please, I'll be laying in the middle of the road. Because Dustin got super, super high and had to go lay down. This is what he's texting me.
Alright. So I can try hard. Solo self found hardcore PUE are at 89.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
What do you
Yeah, it
need?
is.
Although this league seemed like it'd be good, pretty good for gearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the league mechanic is.
Scourge.
Which apparently sells for a lot more than I ever believed.
Yeah.
If it's
Yep.
Flash.